Well, President Obama is still making this repeated attack on one Mitt Romney today in Ohio today.
He's been talking tough on China. He says he's going to take the fight to him. He's going to go after these cheaters. And I've got to admit, that message is better than what he's actually done about this thing. It sounds better than talking about all the years he spent profiting from companies that sent our jobs to China.
But here's where it gets bad. The president's own record speaks against him. What about investments the White House has made benefiting China with our taxpayer dough, like that $1.8 million in stimulus dollars used in part to buy solar panels from China, or more than $2.5 million in stimulus money that reportedly went to a Texas power consortium that indeed purchased wind turbines from China, or the $39 million in tax credits that went to a North Carolina company to make energy-efficient lighting. All good, right? Until you realize that later it opened an LED light manufacturing plant in, China. To the Cato Institute's Dan Mitchell on the uh-ohs. What do you make of that, Dan?
It's really unseemly for the president to engage in protectionist rhetoric, especially when you consider that 1/4 of our exports from America are associated with the overseas investments of American taxpayers, and we also get trillions of dollars of foreign investment in the U.S. that supports millions of jobs. So this is something we should be welcoming, except, and this is the key thing, what Mitt Romney does with his money is his business. What Barack Obama does with our money is all of our business. And the fact that we squandered billions of dollars on a stimulus that didn't work, and the fact that some of it went to China, I don't think the fact that it went to China is nearly as important as we flushed $1 trillion of money down the drain and made our economy worse by making government bigger.
Yeah, I know this might sound like heresy to many, Dan. I had no problem the multinational nature of our country and companies and doing business with China, getting money from China. We invest back and forth, the whole global thing. But you can't be then against that in your speeches and not realize you're doing that in reality, or condemn your opponent for practicing that and risking his own money or his firm's money and profiting off that for all players involved. That's where the hypocrisy part starts screaming.
Well, it's not just hypocrisy. You're exactly right on that, of course. It's also some corruption, because you better believe that all the different firms, the Solyndra types and the big donors, there's sort of this unholy alliance with the big campaign contributors who get the fake stimulus money, who then wind up sending some of it outside of the country. But as both of us realize, that's not the problem. It's government spending the dollars. That's how you get misallocation, economic weakness. I mean, you were talking early in the show about the troubles that we're seeing in Greece and Spain. Do we want to repeat that by continuing to make government bigger in the U.S.? That's what really should be the debate, not by whether a private individual happens to have some investments overseas as part of normal diversification.
Yeah, and you shouldn't go into this automatically saying, we have to build these competitive industries supported by government to take the business away from China doing the same, knowing full well what you end up doing is doing business with China, doing exactly that. It always boomerangs on you. But anyway.
Well, if the president would simply say, our corporate tax rate, including state corporate taxes, is 40%, which is about 15 to 17% higher than the global average, let's fix that, then I would clap. I would applaud. Good for Obama. He's not doing that. Instead, he's got the class warfare agenda, and that's going to make it harder to get the investment to make America more competitive.
Thank you, Daniel. Good seeing you again.